Hey guys, what's going on? This video is a little bit more personal. It's still going to be educational and help you guys out and of course provide value. But I kind of wanted to keep it real with you guys and tell you a little bit about me and what really keeps me motivated and what kept me motivated when I first started dropshipping. So if you're brand new, this is really going to help you with your experience and perhaps you haven't had that huge gap of success yet or whatnot. It's really going to help you out, so stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome to the video. Real quick, if this is your first time here, welcome to Ecom Street. Be sure to subscribe and like this video. There's tons of videos on our channel that I do encourage you to go watch and check out, as a lot of them are educational. Again, this one's a little bit more personal, just for some motivational purposes. Anyways, but if you're returning, this is not your first time watching these videos, thank you so much guys, and welcome back to the channel. We really do appreciate you. Right away, just to start off, when I first started dropshipping, I did not invest in a mentor. I had no courses really. I was just pretty much doing it alone. I think Anthony helped me out a little bit to start off, but for the far majority of what was going on, like setting up the store, choosing products, running ads, it was all me. And so of course there was lots of road bumps, lots of setbacks that, weren't the most motivating, especially when you're starting out with something, like you have like a lower budget and stuff. It's kind of annoying, right? It doesn't really motivate you. And so something that just kept me motivated was remembering why I started. So I tell this to all of my students and to anyone that comes to me with like any help or advice. I just have them, write down why you started something and remember why you started. To me, it's a little bit more personal, but like in a ballpark here for you guys, it's just to of course increase my wealth and overall just enjoy what I'm doing and live life on my own terms. That's really why I wanted to start this. Anytime that things were going wrong or things do go wrong, I just refer back to that. Sometimes I even have it written down, I just look at it, and it brings me back to the peace of mind of why I started. So no matter how much money I lost, who screwed me over, what's going on, it really just keeps me motivated to just keep on pushing through, because the end result's always worth it. If you're doing this in the long term, it's never been easier to succeed online. I don't care who says what. It's never been easier to make 100K a year selling things online or so on and so forth. You get the picture here. If you take the 5 to 10 year window, if you're in here to make quick money in a few months and run off with it and buy a Lamborghini, this is not for you, right? I'm sure like the most of you watching this video probably know that by now, but if you have, if you're brand new and you wanted to just get rich quick, this is not for you. Get out of here. But yeah, just to loop back, if you guys are going through some kind of emotional thing here, maybe like your supplier messed up big time or a processor really messed you up, I'm sure it's super common. Sometimes a lot of people, including myself, have been messed over by processors, lots of money on hold, it's a big headache. And that can't just encourage you to, slow down and stop. You have to keep pushing forward. There's ways to do it. Everyone makes it work. There's definitely a way for you to make it work. Just remember why you started and why you want to keep going, and you'll keep pushing through. Like for example, recently I had someone that was, debating if they wanted to start e-commerce or not, just due to the whole coronavirus and what's going on right now. And what I told them was that when most people are going on defense and trying to not do something is the best time for you to go out there and execute. Like when everyone's going on defense, hiding, sitting out and not really taking play in the game, that's when you go out and execute and go do what you want to do. Like for example, a huge example of this was Grant Cardone. So in his book, The 10X Rule, one of his first ever companies he started was during like the financial market crash in 2008, right? And so a lot of stuff going on. It wasn't the healthiest part of the economy, and a lot of people were losing money, closing their businesses, filing for bankruptcy, and he was one of the only people going out there and actually, starting a company. People thought he was crazy, and he just stuck to the process. He really capitalized on social media, and as you look at him now, there's a lot of success there. And so of course that's not the only reason why I succeeded in life, but like when you're going on offense when everyone else is on defense, you're really just gonna get farther. So to tie this all in with being motivated as a dropshipper or any kind of e-commerce brand, just always have your mindset on that end vision there. So again, it's completely normal to start this out and test a few products, maybe get like 1 or 2 sales and lose some money, but you can't just call it quits. Like that's very naive. You can't, it's kind of like doing push-ups. Like you can't just do one push-up and then say, hey, this stuff doesn't work, and call it quits, right? Like you got to put in the work, pay the price. A lot of people want their results but don't want to pay the price. Some of the best dropshippers out there, went through hell before they got to where they were. Some may appear to have it easier than others, but again, we don't really know that, right? They could be hiding a big secret, who knows, right? But to tie it in here, always take that long-term window. Don't do this for a quick kind of get-rich-quick scheme. But if you're taking the long-term window here, guys, then there's no reason at all why you won't be motivated. Of course, it's important to have cash flow coming in. So like, you don't want to go all in on dropshipping and quit everything you're doing if you're just starting out and you don't have much money and much of a budget. Of course, that's just not smart risk management. So there's a difference between being financially prepared and managing risk than actually, just going out there like a chicken with your head cut off, right? So it's really important that, of course, if you don't like what you're doing, so for example, if you really want to like trade Forex, for example, but instead you take e-commerce because you've seen better screenshots of Lamborghinis online, but you don't like what you're doing, then you won't put in the work, and when you don't put in the work, you won't get as farther as you should if you were to actually like what you're doing. So number one, of course, like what you're doing. You gotta love what you're doing, or else you won't be able to actually succeed. Like, you just won't. It's just commonly proven. And number two, when tough times do arise, consider it a good sign. So no matter what phase you are in your business, there's gonna be new problems that arrive when the other ones go away. There's never just gonna be a perfect time in your company. I don't care if you're Amazon, I don't care anything. There's gonna be times, no matter what, where there's just issues, there's problems with employees, whatever's going on. There's never just gonna be that perfect, like, still line of fineness. So if you realize that and wrap your head around it as an entrepreneur, like, you're basically just solving problems all day. There's always gonna be like some kind of fire that you have to put out. If you realize that and you realize that you're doing this for the long term and why you started, then there should be no reason at all, of course, of why you're losing motivation. Of course, there's gonna be down days where like you're a little bit upset, but quitting should never be an option. Of course, failure must exist, but quitting can never be an option. This is all mental game, guys. So that kind of wraps it up for this video. If you did find it valuable, I'd really appreciate a comment below. Maybe you can comment below, provide some insight on how you find motivation. We'd love to hear, go ahead and comment anything. If you think that maybe there is a reason to quit, I don't even know. Just get creative in the comments, and thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.